Hi guys, what's up? It's Rachel back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my August favorites. I don't have any updates in this video, except something funny about it was I was actually going through my channel and I'd seen people posting their August favorites and I'm like, I've already got mine up. I was like, no I didn't. I was thinking of my July favorites. So that's what I'm going to be doing today is my August favorites. Again, I don't have any updates in this video, except if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you would like, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you can also hit that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. But other than that, let's go ahead and talk about my favorites. I've actually been using a lot of different products, and I know typically when I do these videos I tend to talk about the same products, and I really did switch it up, so I'm excited to share these products with you. The first thing I want to talk about is a primer. Now I have been using up a lot of my products here lately, so I've been using whatever I have on hand. I'm glad that I go through them because it shows like I really do use my stuff and I don't want it to go to waste. So the primer that I'm using is the Cover FX Blurring Primer, and this is what it looks like. Mine has holes in it because my dog has got a hold of it before and he's chewed on it. But if you've been here on my channel, then you know I'm not really that crazy over this primer. I don't feel like it does that much for me, and it does have a very similar feel to the Professional from Benefit. I just think it's a little bit thicker, but I am going through it and I'm just going to use it up and, you know, get it out of my collection. I don't want it to go to waste. It's not that bad. I just don't really see a big difference when it comes to my skin. So I'm just using this up as of now. So this is what I've been using for the month of August. The next product I have to talk about is the foundation, and this foundation I talk a lot about here on my channel. This is from Maybelline, and this is their Super Stay foundation. This is what it looks like. This is a brand new bottle. I just finished off one and I repurchased another one. I really do love this, especially for the winter time. I'm somebody that I have really extremely dry skin, and it gets even worse around the winter time, so I thought I'd get me another bottle because this really does work for my skin. It really hydrates it and it doesn't emphasize any texture. So this is a new bottle and I have been using this and loving it. Now when it comes to a powder, I actually finished off one this month and then I started using another one. So the powder that I have been using pretty much all of August, because I finished that up pretty early, my last powder. This is from Becca. This is their Hydro Mist Set and Refresh powder. We actually received this in BoxyCharm. I really do enjoy this. A lot of people said that it oxidized on them, and it didn't on me. It just really sunk into my skin, and it doesn't give me an overly matte finish because I'm somebody, I have really dry skin and I don't like to be matte. It does have a weird texture. When you feel it, it's almost like it's water, and it's really cooling. The best way that I describe it is it's like those Buxom lip polishes for the lips except a powder for your face. It's very cooling and it gives you that tingling feeling. So I really do like this, and again, it doesn't oxidize on me, so this is what I've been using to set my foundation. Now the next thing I want to talk about is for bronzer, and I'm actually wearing it today. This is Taking It Back because nobody really talks about this anymore, but this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and this is the light to medium one. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you've seen this. Nobody really talks about it anymore, but this is what it looks like. I really like to mix and match shades in here, and again, this is what I'm wearing today for my bronzer and contour. They're very pigmented and they blend out really well, and I've just really been wanting to get back into these because I didn't really use it a whole lot to begin with, so I thought I'd pull it out and just play with it, and I really have been enjoying it. And another bronzer that I have been using is this one from NARS in the shade Casino. If you watched my Marshalls video, I done a haul, and this is actually in it. This is one of my Marshall finds. I found it very discounted. It was like $16.99, and I'm pretty sure it retails for $40 originally. This is a very buildable bronzer. It looks really nice on the skin, and it's very soft, and it looks really natural, and I think it looks really pretty on the skin, so this is something that I have been grabbing for a ton. Now when it comes to blushes, I'm going to be talking about two that I talk about a lot here on my channel. The first one is from Tarte, and it's this little baby blush in the shade Epic. This is what the outer packaging looks like, and then when you open it up, it's just a strong coral shade, and I'm almost finished with it. I'm very glad. I just didn't want it to go to waste, and these little babies are kind of annoying to have on hand, but they are handy at the same time. It's just I'm ready to get rid of this because I've had it a while. It's getting on the older side, but it still performs just as well as it did when I first got it. It's just it needs to go, so I'm almost done with this, and I'm going to finish this up. And then the next blush that I have to talk about is a Lorac one, and I'm also about to finish this one up as well. This is one of their matte blushes in the shade Spectra, and this is what the outer packaging looks like. It has that magnetic closure, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So it's another peachy coral blush. These tones are what I normally go for. I really love peachy coral blushes, but now that we are moving into the fall time, I have been using different blushes. So another one I'm going to talk about is another one from Lorac, and this is in the shade Chroma. Again, that same packaging, and when you open it up, this is what it looks like. And I'm actually wearing this today, if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell on camera because these lights are blinding me out, but this is like a muted purple burgundy shade. It looks really pretty, and I think these shades are very pretty for the fall time. So I've actually been grabbing for this, and again, I am wearing it today. I love the formula of these blushes. They're very, very pigmented. You can actually use these as eyeshadows as well. They just look really pretty on the skin. They blend out very nice, but again, they are very pigmented. So if you're somebody that you don't like that much pigment in your blushes, I wouldn't go for these because you can barely tap your brush in, and a little goes a long way. Now I'm going to talk about some highlighters that I have been using. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the one that I'm wearing today. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it kind of has like a light green effect to it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's called Vanilla Quartz, and this is from Becca. It's one of their little minis from the holidays. And I really do like the way this looks, especially with the look that I'm wearing today. I'll give you guys a close-up. It's very, very dramatic. I don't know if you can tell. I'll let you know what palette I'm using here in a second. But this is what the highlighter looks like. It's really pretty, and I just love the formula of Becca highlighters. They're really nice. They're very smooth. But I don't think a lot of people really talk about Becca highlighters anymore. That's just my opinion. I really do enjoy them, and this is what I have been grabbing for a ton. The next highlighters I have been using all of August is the Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey palette. I've talked about this before here on my channel. I think I give you guys an update on it, but I've also hauled it here, I know for sure. This is what it looks like on the inside. You have 4 shades of highlight. You have like a pearly shade, then you have a pink shade, you have this one that's like a peachy shade, and then you have like a bronze shade. This one is too dark for me right now, but I have been using all 3 of these. I really like the way that these look on the skin. They're very smooth, and they don't emphasize any texture. They just look really pretty. Again, I have talked about these before on my channel, but I thought I'd mention it because I have been grabbing for these all of August. Very pretty, and I highly recommend this if you haven't checked it out. It's a nice formula to try out, and you can get this from Ulta. Now, the last highlighter that I have been using a ton is actually another palette. All of August I use this. This is from Stila, and this is the Little White Lies highlighting palette. When I picked this up from Ulta, it was on sale, so I got a good deal on it. This is what it looks like. They're like those putty highlighters, and these are absolutely gorgeous. You can do so many things with these. So what I like to do is I like to pop them on my inner corner. I like to put them above the brow bone. I like to use them as highlighters. You can pat them like different places. You can even pat them on the lips. I don't know if it specifically says that it's safe to do that, but I've done it. Just really, really pretty. So you have one that has like a greeny gold shift. You have one that's kind of got like a white and a blue shift, and then you have one that's got a pink shift. Just very universal. You can do a lot with these, and I love these. I've been using them a lot, and I did pick this up from Ulta. It has been a while, but keep an eye out because these tend to really go on sale a lot. The 2 eyeshadow palettes that I have been grabbing for a ton is the Jackie Aina palette with Anastasia. I have talked about this before on my channel, and I've given you my thoughts and reviews on it and just what I think overall with the brand and pretty much how things had went down. This is what it looks like on the inside if you haven't tried it. I'm actually wearing it today. I love it. I try to use a lot of the colors in here. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used 6 colors. That's what I'm wearing today. I hope you guys can see how blinding it is. You probably can't on camera, but I really do enjoy this palette. And I think it's hands down my favorite Anastasia palette. I did order the new Norvina Pro palette, like that big one. It should be here soon, and I will do a video if you guys would like to see it. But I have been grabbing for this. I love the formula. Again, if you didn't watch her video, she had said that she wanted the formula to be very similar when it comes to the Norvina palettes, especially the metallic shades, and that's probably my favorite before that this one came out. I love the formula of that, and the metallics in that are very intense, and she definitely got the formula down in this one as well. The metallics are the same as in the Norvina palette, and the mattes blend out really, really nice. So I love this, and if you haven't picked it up, I highly recommend it. The next eyeshadow palette that I have been reaching for, I actually put this in my July favorites, and I've still been reaching for it, and that is the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I feel like this is also a very pretty fall palette, but not only that, it's very pretty for the summertime as well. This is what it looks like when you open it up. I've definitely used mine, you can tell. I always talk that I love this shade right here. It looks like a creamsicle orange. I love to pop that in the crease. This looks like a fall palette and a summer palette. It's very pretty, and I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. Again, I have went on and on about this before here on my channel, so I don't want to bore you guys, but this is definitely one of the palettes that I have been grabbing for all of August. The next product I'm going to talk about is a mascara, and normally I mention the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and I still love that one. I still use it. but it is on its last leg. I did use that a ton, but I wanted to try something different, so I have been using the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara, and I love this. A lot of people really talk about it. A lot of people love it. I decided I'd pull it out and try it because I did have it in my collection, and I absolutely love it. It gives my lashes volume. It separates my lashes, and overall, I just really love the formula of it. And I can't say enough good things about it. This has become my new favorite mascara, so I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. CoverGirl has really been popping here lately when it comes to their concealers and their new foundations, and I just really love it. Again, if you haven't tried it, it's definitely one of my favorites. I think you'll really love it. The last products I have to talk about in this haul are lipsticks, and the two lipsticks that I have been grabbing for a lot all of August are pretty much all of my MAC lipsticks back here. Two in particular that I'm going to talk about is from the Aladdin collection. Now, I'm not sure if you can still get this. Maybe you can, maybe at Macy's, but this is the Aladdin collection, and the first one I'm going to talk about is called Friend Like Me, and actually this is the one that I'm wearing right now. Very pretty, and I've talked about this before, but I think this is my perfect nude, and sadly enough it is limited edition, but it's very pretty, and I just love this muted, like, nudie. It almost has like a purple lavender shade. I just love shades like that on me. So this is what I've been grabbing for, and I've also been grabbing for this one, and this is called Princess. These are very hard to read. Incognito. I think I'm saying that right, but this is what it looks like, and it's another nude shade, but it's more of like a rosy. It's coming off a little bit like orangey-ish on camera. Maybe it does have a little bit, but not as much as I think it's showing on camera. Very, very pretty, and I've also been using this one a lot. Very comfortable on the lips. MAC has my favorite formula of lipsticks. I say that all the time. I just don't think that they can be beat. But other than that, that is everything. That is all of my August favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I just want to thank you guys so much for being here and liking and commenting. It honestly means the world, and don't think that you go unnoticed, because I truly see you and I truly do appreciate you. But before you go, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell below so you're notified every time I upload a video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.